Now, listen to a lot of the British media, and you'd think the big strategic questions are for Keir Starmer. But from what we've already heard today so far, they're really for Donald Trump and the White House. Yet again, we ask, where is the strategy? What is the plan? I'm joined now by LBC's Washington editor, Simon Marks. Simon, first of all, Donald Trump says he's going to decide who replaces Khamenei as the leader of Iran, and that's his job. And second, there's been a lot of talk about people in the streets rising to overthrow the regime. The regime looks pretty secure at the moment, and they have just chosen Khamenei's extremely anti-Western son as their leader. Does this not leave Donald Trump with a bit of a strategic failure?
Well, he's still got a lot of explaining to do, Andrew. There's no doubt about that. And he's going to be doing some of that explaining perhaps in just about 3 hours' time, when the president says that he's going to be giving a press conference from Mar-a-Lago in Florida before then returning to the White House. We are still in a situation where President Trump has not presented the American public with any kind of fact-based, reality-based vision for what happens next in Iran, where the American death toll in the conflict has now risen to 7 members of the U.S. armed forces who have been killed as a result of Iranian reprisals that have been taken against U.S. forces for a conflict that is now entering its second full week. And there is clear evidence coming from the region, particularly from the Saudis and from the Qataris, that their personal level of comfort with this going on for very much longer, given the economic dislocation that it's causing, given the ongoing launches by Iran of ballistic missiles that are targeting their territory, is limited. So the president is coming under pressure from a number of different sources, and let's see if he can offer any kind of vision in 3 hours' time.
Well, let me ask you a bit more about the pressure, because, you know, oil hitting and then going above $100 a barrel, the impact on inflation, the impact on the American economy in due course. We know that the midterms are coming up later in the year. Is there a point at which, as it were, Wall Street picks up the phone and says, President, this has got to stop?
Yes, I think there is. I'm not sure that we're at that point yet. I mean, bear in mind that the increase in the price of oil is going to hit consumers in Britain, in Europe and Asia much harder than it hits people here. However, last week alone, the price of diesel at the pumps here increased by more than 71 cents a gallon. That's a new weekly record increase for diesel. The price of petrol was up more than 40 cents a gallon, and those price rises are still taking place. President Trump said on social media over the weekend that these are short-term oil prices, which he said will drop rapidly when the destruction of the Iran nuclear threat is over. He said it's a very small price to pay for American and world safety and peace, and only fools would think differently. Well, there are many American motorists out there that don't necessarily share that view as espoused by the president. I think one of the questions will be over the next few hours is whether he's going to walk any of that back and say to Americans, I feel your pain, as you go to the gas station and fill up.
Simon, as ever, a great crisp analysis. Thank you so much.